Coming up next on FTC Now Highlights, we're in the beautiful McCutcheon Training Center for the 22nd Annual King Street Trials. We've got all the fun and all the action heading your way. And make sure to pay attention, as we have several fun facts about horses spread out through the episode. You never know when there might be a pop quiz at the end of the episode. Stay tuned, it's all happening right here on FTC Now.
Welcome to the 22nd running of the King Street Trials, 22nd year, and this race has been going on since 1996. And this is a partnership between McCutcheon Training Center, where we are today, this beautiful location, and the Williamsburg Hometown Chamber. We have 8 races today, which is very good. We used to have 9 races, but as time has gone on, it's been harder and harder to get horses. And we have quarter horse and thoroughbred horses. So we have 1 thoroughbred race, that's always the King Street Cup, and that's our new trophy right there. And we have 7 quarter horse races. And people come from all over the southeast to run in this race. This is a great community event. It's good for our county, it's good for our location, and it's good to promote horses because horses are actually an agritourism product of South Carolina. We have all kind of partners with King Street Trials. Santee Electric is a partner, DSM, Palmetto Synthetics, Bank of Greeleyville, Anderson State Bank, and we also have FTC. FTC is always our blue ribbon sponsor. And several years ago, FTC started bringing TVs out here. And so today, since Clemson and Carolina are playing out of state, we have TVs for those people who don't want to miss the game. And so as soon as the games start, that tent will be full of people watching their teams play. But there's just a lot of things that go on behind the scenes, selling these tickets. Oh, there's a group that come out on Wednesday and they set up all this parking. Don Watford has been doing this parking since the race began. And he comes out here faithfully and he sets it all up, draws all these lines and puts the signs up, and that's a big, big deal. We always appreciate FTC coming out here and filming this so we can promote it because, like I said, this is the 22nd running and I hope to see you at the 23rd.
And they're off. Mrs. Singh, Mama Special, Frozen. At the first 50 yards, they're running neck and neck all the way. Mrs. Singh, Mama Special, Frozen. Frozen pulling up on the outside. Frozen, Mrs. Singh, and Mama Special.
Hey, this is Sarah Hake coming to you from the King Street Trials in Kingstree, South Carolina, and I'm here to give you a few horse facts that you may not know. And our first one is that horses can sleep standing up.
This is the big event and stuff, and it's just from time immemorial, when they got 2 horses, they wanted to find out who was the fastest. And that's kept on for years and years and years. And if you think about the horses and the speed and everything else, you know, we didn't have stirrups until 2,000 years ago. So there's some smart people involved in this, and after all this, they're still racing them the same way. So what a great event. I mean, it couldn't be better. If you're hungry after leaving this thing, it's your own fault. There's all kinds of food over there, barbecue, fried chicken, perlo, rice, gravy, macaroni, cheese, roasted chicken, beans, and string beans and rolls and everything. Man, my mouth is I'm drooling already thinking about it. So you got all those things. We got some special events in the back. Wet t-shirt contest behind the porta potties. Later on, the ladies at the Baptist Church will be probably taking up bets on some of the horses. I don't know if that's true or not, but the sheriff department seems to enjoy it as well. So anyway, I gotta say, this is just a wonderful event and everything. I can't say enough about Debbie and Bobby and Travis and Jason McCutcheon that do a wonderful job. This is a perfect looking facility, a nice barn and stuff. Better yet, the people that bring these animals, if you look back in the parking lot, you'll see all these big trucks, big trailers and stuff, and they come from North Carolina, Georgia, all over South Carolina, and they really make an effort to bring these horses out and everything. Now, they're gonna brag on themselves a little bit, but the Williamsburg Chamber of Commerce does the work. They take up the tickets, help paint the line, put up the signs, get this thing going all the time, and they do just work that really makes the difference in this event, and it really is the thing. We've had all kinds of different weather here, from sleet to snow, and beautiful days like today, and today it's just a premier day. And of course, we've got a beautiful full moon tonight, so this is gonna be the day to come. So if you're seeing this, I'm sorry you're just seeing it on TV, but it is a wonderful event, and all Williamsburg County should be proud.
And they're off. It's the Blotto side. Really good. It's pushed the move. Millionaires is tough now. About almost the first tail off. It's the Blotto side. That's really good. It's pushed the move. It's pushed the move. It's the Blotto side. That's really good. And it's pushed the game.
Hey, it's Sarah again with another quick horse fact. Fact number 2, horses have an average lifespan of 25 to 30 years.
The King Street Trials is a fundamental event, a long time awaited event for everybody, not just in King Street, not just in this part of the state, but a long reaching part of the state. And FTC, we're the big sponsor of the big race at the end, and it's something that we've done for years that way predates me, and it's a way for us to reach out to the folks that help make our service, our company successful, and it's a way to pay it back. It's Saturday in the South. It is college football day, and today we got Carolina and Clemson both playing at 3:30 in big games. So about 7 years ago, Leslie came to us and said, is it possible for us to put TVs up? We actually ran fiber underground and made it permanent, so that every year when we come to put it up, all they got to do is come in, just like they do at any kind of install, the drop's already down. And the idea is that not even if Carolina and Clemson are playing today or at this time of the day, that there'll be games on, because ultimately, you know, there's gaps in between the games. There's stuff going on beforehand. People come in, they tailgate, they hang out, and they can go down there and watch the game because, again, like I said, it's Saturday in the South, and ain't nothing more Saturday in the South than college football. And about 3 years ago, we added a gigabit internet out here. So when folks come out here and they want to get on their phones, they don't have to worry about how fast or what their capacity is, because with the internet we've installed out here just for this event, they can get on their phones and have lickety-split all the access they need. This is a way, like we were talking about giving back. And you know, now I will tell you, I like to eat, quite obviously, and that is a big part of this event. There's people cooking ribs and steaks and purlos, and then there's some folks who come out just for the horse race, and this is an opportunity to come out. They can watch the race, they can come out, get a little bit to eat, some shrimp, a little bit of barbecue, and I mean, how could we not have this event without some barbecue? You get it from Cooper's Country Store, it's amazing. And so it's a way for them to come in and just be, that way if some folks who don't have the resources to come in and pull a grill in or whatever to cook, they can still come in and enjoy themselves. And I mean, it's the first race is at noon, the last one's at 4. I mean, you got to get something to eat during the course of that time. Again, Saturday in the South.
And they're off. It's Ricky Easy versus Royal Sparkle. Big Time Johnny. Ricky Easy and First Royal Sparkle up together. Big Time Johnny on the outside. Big Time Johnny pulling ahead. Big Time Johnny. First Royal Sparkle and Ricky Easy. All right.
Hey, it's Sarah again. Fact number 3 about horses. Horses need to have their feet trimmed every 6 to 8 weeks by a certified farrier.
It just brings the whole community together. We got people from all different counties, neighboring counties, friends, neighbors, and it's just a great day in Cedar Swamp.
It's like a family reunion.
It really is. Family and friend reunion. We're on TV, Billy. It's right over there. It's right there.
Hey. Oh, excuse me.
We're right there.
I'm leaving that.
I'm his favorite aunt. We're photobombing.
They want a photo bomb over here.
And these are some nice ladies we picked up on the side of the road.
These are rookies to the cook.
Yes.
Hey! Oh, yeah!
He was right. Hey, it's Sarah again. Fact number 4 about horses. They have to see a dentist every year. If they don't, otherwise their teeth keep growing and they won't be able to eat properly.
We're here at the Kingstree Trials at McCutcheon Training Center, getting ready to celebrate the 22nd running of the horses. We haven't missed a race yet, the Bank of Greeleyville. We are one of the sponsors and have been with it since it started. And just a great time. We've had through the years every kind of weather you can imagine. We've had sleet, rain, snow. Today we have beautiful, beautiful weather, but it's hot.
It is. I came prepared with my shorts. I'm comfy.
So if you're coming, dress casual, dress cool, because it's hot out here. But we'll take the heat over the rain any day.
Oh, yeah. We look forward to seeing old friends that we grew up with and people you don't get to see every day.
The bank sponsors one of the races, and it's called the Clocktown Race, because at one time the Bank of Greeleyville almost got named Clocktown, and the story is that supposedly a clock salesman came traveling through town and everybody bought clocks, and they say that there were clocks even hanging on trees. So it was almost named Clocktown, but thank goodness we're Greeleyville. But we sponsor the Clocktown race. So Connie's Bakery in Kingstree made our cute cake with the horse racing and the Clocktown run.
And they're off.
Hey, Sarah again. Another fact about horses, because their eyes are on the sides of their head, in order to see close up, they have to keep their head down, and to see far away, they pick their head up high.
Our department is promoting horses across the state. Back in the spring, we decided to promote all the races. This is a major event for Williamsburg County and the PD. They've been doing this for years and years. People love it. It's a great family affair, and we want to connect the dots. Tourism, recreation, horses, families, it all stimulates the economy, and it's good fun for people. People do not realize what a huge economic impact horses have on this state. There are about 50 thoroughbred racehorse trainers in South Carolina, and mostly they train, like the McCutcheons here. The horses that they train mostly race out of state because we don't have as many races in state as we need. But it's a huge, huge economic impact for South Carolina, the racing scene.
One special rocket on the outside. Black Pretty Red. One special rocket Whiskey River. American North down the halfway. Black Pretty Red.
So did you know horses have a structure in their foot called a frog, and it actually helps pump the blood back up their leg after it comes down their leg from their heart.
So we start out basically right after this one ends, we'll start and critique this event and see if there was, anything we could do differently. And then as the year goes on, we start advertising We try to work with the McCutcheons on contacting jockeys and horse owners to get horses for the race. And then we start advertising. We put billboards out, advertising the paper, the radio. FTC does advertisements for us. People look forward to it. It's the same weekend every year. And they've had it for this 22nd running. Some years it's been sleeting, raining some years. Today it's a pretty day, it's a little warm. We've never missed. It's always the first weekend in November. And we have a good group comes out from all over, outside the county, even outside the state, they come to this event. When tickets go on sale, there'll be people standing outside the chamber office at 5 o'clock in the morning waiting to get their tickets, to get in and get their parking spaces. They like to park the same place every year. It's just a good time to come and socialize, watch a horse race, meet people that they might not see for a whole year. And they all gather up here and watch the horse race and socialize. And it's just a good event.
About horses, a baby horse in general is called a foal. Boys are called colts and girls are called fillies.
Well, one of the most important things that I think it is it brings the community together, and it allows people to spend the day with each other and visit with friends from out of town that maybe they haven't seen for a long time. So to me, that's the most important part. Although it's good for the community because we have this horse track here and we want to use it, and the facilities here in Williamsburg County need to be used. Okay, tell him your name.
I'm Mary Logan. I'm Mary Clayton. I'm Lizzie.
And these are my co-workers today. They're helping us out.
And why is this fun for all of you ladies?
I don't know. Because they get to win money.
They get to spend money. Win money. I just want to thank all our sponsors because we couldn't do it without our sponsors. And without our sponsors, we would not have this program. And every year they come out and they back us, and they do work hard and help us to promote things like this and promote the community. And we just love for people to come together. I want to thank Leslie Spivey. Leslie Spivey is one of the hardest working people I know. And without Leslie at our chamber and directing our board to do what we do, we wouldn't be able to exist. So Leslie, thank you very much. The McCutcheons are some of the finest people I have ever met. I love their family. They all mean the world to me. What they do out here with training horses and racing horses here is just wonderful. They spend a lot of time. They work hard on this. We've had years where the weather was so bad and they've endured it right along with the rest of us. And I just think that what they do is great, and they're wonderful people, and we are so thankful to have them in our community.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Good. How's the interview going?
It's going great.
Good. I'll leave you alone.
Are you having a good time?
I'm having a great time.
Well,
It's a beautiful day.
I am so glad you're having a good time.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, this event wouldn't be the same without folks like you and Leslie and the rest of the chamber folks.
Well, it wouldn't be the same without our sponsors like Farmers Telephone either.
Dog, I need to give her $5 for later. Thank you.
And they were off for the King Street Cup softball. You need to be an empty minor victory and be there last. This is the first furlong in softball winter 15 green court. You needed me, Lindsay's Hope minor victory, and then there's that. back around neck and neck, close in front, coming to the last turn. And they're stringing it out.
Alright boys and girls, I hope you were paying attention because now it's time for our pop quiz. According to our horse expert, how often should a horse see a dentist? The answer is C, once a year. Number 2, what is a horse's average life expectancy? If you said 25 to 30 years, you'd be right. Next up, how often should a horse's feet be trimmed? The answer is A, every 6 to 8 weeks. Number 4, what is a baby horse called? Here's a hint, it's not an El Camino. The answer is C, a foal. And finally, number 5, what does a horse do to see close up? The answer is B, he keeps his head down. But if you didn't do so well on this one, don't keep your head down. You never know when FTC Now is going to come up with another pop quiz. As always, I'm Mark Roberts, and thanks for watching FTC Now. Stay tuned.